All right, Tuesday, 8 o'clock for me, about 9 o'clock New York time. 9 o'clock is the earliest I can take a positional entry before the open because of a new 90-minute open. But right now we had previous week high yesterday, and I don't think there's any SMT technically with YM, so this SMT. No, I don't know if it took it out actually, but okay, no, YM didn't, but ES took out the previous day high. But we did lead these failure swings, so it's not ideal. And then Trump mentioned some shit about blowing up Iran today, like wiping them out. So that's not a good look, right? But off this SMT, we have an immediate expansion away. Forward profiling doesn't really matter. It's a really shitty profile, right? We open low first, expand, then we come up, make a new high day with SMT, and then we expand away again. We got an SMT fill here, but now we don't. So I'm not feeling as bearish as I was, especially because YM failed to close below this new week opening gap. Same with ES, it just tapped into it. But to trade this higher would just be seeking a short, right? Since we daily open and high, take out the low, then come back in the range. So I'm not really sure what to look for. After the SMT fill, I was actually gonna consider selling if we got like a failure swing CSD, but now that we broke that, I don't really like it. And we do have a 90-minute gap forming, but maybe if we have a SSMT in there, or sequential SMT, before the open, I could consider something, but right now I'm probably just gonna have to wait. But I am leaning a little bit more bullish, just because of the objectives above us. I still have this relevant swing. R2I. I actually traded that yesterday, but we still have this overall objective. Yesterday was just consolidation, so I don't really care about the fact that we came a little bit deep inside the range. Right, you see, it's just literally just shot yesterday. All right, we took out this relevant swing. Well, we took out this one, so it doesn't really matter. Though the only thing I don't like is we don't have any SMT on the low day at the moment. If we had some kind of, see, 8 o'clock was a bullish. Yeah, we basically need like some kind of strength switch. 8 o'clock is a low on all of them, and they're all bearish. So there's nothing really. We have this CSD, but we don't know if it's gonna hold. So there's a good chance I have to wait for the open, anyways. But yeah, I'm not sure because that 1 hour SMT fill was looking really good to me at first. But now that we're in it, it's gotta wait probably until the open, right before the open, to figure out where I think price wants to go, because we could go to a previous day low. That's a pretty reasonable target. The daily candle definitely has a small wick to be an expansion day bearish, especially with the news. But right now there's nothing to position on. So unless, right, we have no SMT in the gap, so we have no SMT with the gap, so we need SMT in the gap in the form of a PSP or sequential SMT. So maybe if one of these assets ran this high inside the gap, then displaced down, I could take that. Otherwise, I need some kind of PSP most likely. But even then, I'm not sure if I trust that to hold into the open or not. Unless like there's just A plus lower time from signatures. But yeah, this new week opening gap is pretty telling. So the fact that we can't displace through it could just be bouncing off to a trace and then we displace through it. But right now, I can't really trust it. So I don't want to jump the gun, obviously, because you know my situation with my accounts. So I'll just wait a little bit closer to the open. If we get a PSP or just a sequential SMT, then I'll probably get in a trade before the open. Otherwise, I'll have to wait until the open to figure out where we're going. All right, we got about 2 minutes until the open. This is what I'm looking at. So we have this 1 hour gap that we have no SMT inside of. So I'm really looking at is this 90-minute gap, because we have a 90-minute PSP with YM, right? So this 730 candle is bearish, and here it's bullish. So what I want is for a 2-stage PSP where YM takes out this high, and NQ leaves a failure swing. But it's not looking good right now, but things can change at the open, so we're gonna see what happens. Open up the macros. I might draw it on here too, just in case. And yeah, if I did take a trade, this probably be like a break-even point or just something important for me. Pretty much, probably this fair value gap low, if anything. All right, and then previous day low would be my ultimate objective. Assuming we actually short today, we could just seek an destroyer pump at the open. But with the war stuff, I kind of doubt it. And we'll just go down to the lower time frames, and I'm gonna watch it on here. Turn off all the alerts. All right, we got about 20 seconds. There's no SMT at the low, so there's no way I'm gonna long this. If it does pump at the open, I'll probably just let the leading asset hit the draw and then wait to see if there's a strength switch to trade the lagging asset to the same draw or a strength switch to trade away. All right, let's watch the open. We got R2Y. I don't really care about it too much. It's not a leading asset, but something to keep in mind. So, and Q took it out, which is not ideal. It's kind of a strength switch, if anything. Then we'll watch YM. We don't really have a. This is a decent set of opposing candles. I don't know if I really want to use a 1 minute here, but I might look at it. I didn't even draw any like objectives on YM. But I guess it did kind of come to low since it came in this new week opening gap. 30. I'm trying to be conservative. My account's not in a good position. I think I'm gonna wait for the 3 minute to close. So I'll probably have to take some micros on it. So start drawing out potential objectives. Jesus, there's a lot of lows, honestly. But if it's an expensive day, then it should get to a previous day low easily. But it might not go there at all, so. Let's see. SMT is still holding, but the candle hasn't been closing that strong, but that's fine, because I don't want to get missed anyway, so if it like only ends up strong at the last like minute to confirm this 90 minute, that's fine. Hopefully we can close here. I'd probably try for a retest. Let's see, 3.5. For like here, I'd mark it. Otherwise, I'll take the retest. So 760. Because my risk reward changes by like more than 1, I pretty much like have to force a retest. But I might take this. It's looking really strong. 20 seconds left. I might get left. Yeah, the 1 minute looks like shit. I probably would. Even this is like hard to catch. Yeah, there's nothing really. It's fine. I might just get missed. Then I'll try to see if I can trade a lagging asset, but hopefully we get a nice little pullback here. So let's hope we can get a retest. NQ is also reversing, but it's not the leading asset, so I'm not going to force the short on it. Obviously, we would have got a retest and a closure that didn't just like go all the way down, but I'll just wait. Because since we do have previous day low, if I do get missed on this initial short, we might be able to get a continuation play. I'll say I'm probably going to get missed, though. It's unfortunate. I don't even know why I was looking at NQ initially. Probably just because it was the PSP. Yeah, I mean, NQ might run this high again, which would let YM get an entry. But I don't have high hopes. It's already running really far. And yeah, this low, I'm definitely going to just cancel the limit. Because I'd be break even normally there. So I got missed here. It's pretty hard to catch either way. Even the 1 minute would be. I might have my. No, even the 1 minute like took out like changed by 2R. So it's just fine missing that. This I'm still not sold. This is also a really shitty opposing candle. We did get a nice retest, but I'm not gonna force that or yes. Alright, so we can take shorts until previous day low pretty much. And that's what I'm gonna wait for. that we might get there pretty soon the way we're moving, but at this point I probably have to wait for a 15-minute gap or something like that. Unless we like rebalance most of this range, then CSD out of it, but even that's not likely to get stopped out, but the rest of the war is going to be really tricky. Alright, then NQ is still struggling, which is what I mean. Because now we have SMT on this low, but I still don't know if I really long this. It's technically a 90-minute like, as well. And could get confirmed with a 15-minute PSP. But this is my overall bias. I don't think I'd be willing to long it. But yeah, we definitely want YM to displace through this new week opening gap instead of just rejecting it like earlier this morning. Before it just wicked it, so I want to see us close through. That's a really good sign. And honestly, this is kind of used like a support and resistance, but I don't think I'd like to just put a limit here and like have a stop loss just a little bit above it. And it's also just a chase at this point in the range. All right, feeling displaced right now. If we come back in the range, that's fine as long as we CSD again. But then I probably want to just put it on their IQ. I want to know if it actually takes us high. But yeah, that's why I didn't force IQ, because it's just the strongest asset right now, as in the most bullish. So it's gonna be the most high resistance, the most retracements. This is gonna bullshit the most. And there's a good chance it like either makes a new high or maybe this is the reversal. Because we could CSD over 930 now, but honestly, I'd probably wait for the second CSD if I did want to take along, just because I'm not bullish in general. Looks like it wants to trade below it though, or through it. We do have a lot of space before this previous low though, so there's probably gonna be some kind of retracement. Right, this is a good spot to have a gap. So yeah, honestly, I don't even know if I take a second CSD. I'm probably just gonna wait for a gap. Right, NQ is coming down a little bit. Yeah, RTY also made that SMT. So it looks like NQ and RTY are the only ones to actually make that 90-minute. All right, hit this low now. I'm just gonna take this one off. It's just super unfortunate that I got missed there, man. That happens a lot at the open, though, that's the thing. But yeah, I mean, every time frame look bad. There's not really a clear set of opposing candles here. The 3-minute had the best probably. But the 1 minute is like just these. Like this closure, I don't know if I trust that. Because I'm trying to be conservative, so I didn't really want to take it, but this would have been alright, I guess. Would have been better because it would have had even more risk reward just to this low, like the low day. That's like 4.5 hour. So maybe I fumbled, but it looks like shit consolidation. Not really. I need to test up the winner of like a 1 minute CSC at the open, but sometimes usually it works out for me, at least if you have the right bias and framework. So I might just fumble there, but I'm not gonna count that as a fumble because usually if I like fumble a trade, then I just have to get off for the day. But I'm not really gonna count that since like it looked low probability. This looked a lot better, and it wasn't super strong in the first minute. Right? Even though it closed through these opposing candles, like one, they're not bulky at all, and two, like this candle's still really small range. It's not really showing real displacement. So it is what it is. NQ, I mean, like only if you wanted to force it, you could probably take this second CSD, but holy shit. I don't know. Usually it's against my rules, and then YM still could have some kind of retracement soon. Or could just dump, but I don't know. If the 15-minute close is bearish, I might consider NQ, but we have to displace with this draw more to not require a string switch. That's the only thing. Otherwise, ES is a good chance it reaches the same low, but I'm not even sure if I could get an entry. I mean, it's probably going to dump until 10 o'clock. So, I mean, like I said, my target is previous day low. So, they're probably all going to get here before 10. Then we have like some kind of consolidation for value gap before running all the way. So, it kind of just depends on me. I'm feeling a little bit of FOMO right now, but it's not really anything to take. I'd rather just wait for a fair value gap and take YM, but it's also viable to take NQ here, really. Right, we have this second CST pretty much confirming it. We have the SMT already. Like, there's not really a reason to take it out besides the fact that it's like the worst asset. I feel much more comfortable taking ES right now, which I am kind of considering. I might require a limit, either a limit on the order block or wait for the 15-minute to close in 3 minutes and take, if they're all so weak, then I might take ES. Because normally I don't want to force ES at the open, but it's not the first like 5 minutes, so it's a lot safer now. But I mean, I probably just take this with 5. Oh shit, I kind of just missed my limit. So if it comes back up again, I'll get it. Otherwise I might just fumble it again. But again, it's not really, I wouldn't normally take this, so it's not really a fumble, but I might have missed it. Hopefully it comes up though. This range is really rebalanced, so I don't think my stop was not safe, unless like it's gonna be a massive retracement or it's just like a bad trade, right? And it's not the strongest asset, so if anything's gonna reach this low again or second, it's gonna be ES, not before NQ, obviously. So it's looking decent right now, but it's still too early to tell. I'm just gonna draw everything out. I would consider holding it longer, maybe until like YM hit something, but lower. But honestly, like the state of my account, I'm not about to do that. It's kind of greedy. Why the fuck does this look so big? Alright, it is giving a good reaction though. Definitely. So it's not quite too hard to this low, but since I use 5 contracts, it basically is, or if I like manipulate the risk reward like that. Alright, candle's flipping bearish, so that's looking good. Hopefully we can just get this and just be done for the day. So I think it's a pretty good trade, to be fair. But yeah, YM is pushing through this new week opening gap. We're about to close on the bottom of it, so that's looking pretty good. All these close bearish, so I think all the lagging assets are good to go. And yeah, NQ stronger than ES, so ES should hit this first. It's even weaker than RTY, so this is probably the best asset to take if I had to like force the lagging asset. All right, new 15-minute open. Hopefully just making an open high. EQ is at basically right below my stop loss at like 25. But there's no reason to come up here. It's already rebalanced into this gap. All this price is rebalanced. It's sufficient. So hopefully we can get there in the next few minutes. I don't want to wait till like 10 or anything. So if it takes too long, it's kind of chopped. And then even on the 1 minute, I bet it's like 1 hour opposing, 1 minute opposing candle. Yeah, so like if this closes, I could technically move my stop to like break even, but I don't know if I want to be that aggressive on like not the leading asset. So like it definitely could make a high in here and take me out and then go. So I'm just gonna hold it probably. I probably rate it like a B plus setup though, because it is pretty high probable that it's gonna hit this low, but it's not the leading asset, and there's no string switch, so it's not the best trade ever. All right, but I mean this is slower here. We're just consolidating right now, which is not a reversal, so let's see what happens. Though I might get screwed if like YM decides to consolidate here instead of pushing through until 10 to make that fair value gap, and then ES also consolidates and maybe runs out my stop. But I think even ES will make a fair value gap, so it should be fine. Like my stop is above the fill where the fair value gap would be, so I'm just gonna wait, mark out NQ just in case this for some reason hits first. But if it does, I'll just exit the trade. But I think ES is gonna hit before then. Alright, looking good. Could hold, but I'm not gonna overstay my welcome. And it's not the leading asset. Normally, well, not normally. I might like tape read, like taking YM, like universal sequence lower, but I'm not gonna take anything else on my account. I was gonna check my copier real quick. Hold on. Yep, everything is copied over smoothly. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay. I thought it was kind of low for like how much I'm up. I forgot I'm risking like 200, so what I'm gonna make is like 400 off of this, not 600 like normal for a 2-hour trade. It's fine. Like I said, I'm trying to bring my account back. So this is a good high probability trade and also lower risk. I don't think I'm even gonna go break even, honestly. I mean, if we come like 57 ticks in profit, maybe I will, but I shouldn't need to. It should hit in this candle, honestly. There you go, 57. Just about. That's a move to break even. I don't think I'm gonna need it, but just in case. Oh. Might need it, but hopefully not. All right, maybe in the next candle. I don't really like this. I don't like how it edges it. It's probably just gonna make a smaller trade on the go, but it might knock me out break even, which is fine. I can still trade after that. Guess one might be doing what I was talking about, where it's gonna consolidate a little bit to make the fair value gap, but maybe we can close a PSP where this is like bullish, and then NQ and ES are bearish candles, and they also hit this low. Hopefully, this candle right here hits it in the next 3 minutes. Because I just want to be out. It's not a leading asset. I don't really feel that safe. But I mean, obviously, I'm a break even, so no harm, no foul. I was looking kind of close. I feel like I'm gonna get break even. And let's see. No, ES is still closer than NQ, but NQ looks weaker even. But yeah, you see the strength switching right now, just in this 15-minute candle. YM is more bullish and retracing, and NQ is the weakest, has like the biggest bearish body right now. Yeah, I think it's not looking good for me. That's so unfortunate. I mean, there's still gonna be another trade, another short opportunity, I would think, but just to get break even here after coming like 1.75 hour. Hopefully, just creating an opposing candle, but I don't need it to come. It's already technically that 1 minute opposing candle, right? It's like already in this one, so we don't really need to come that much higher. Hopefully, we make a high here and just drop for me, but not too hopeful. If the candle closes below the previous candle, then that's a good sign, but either way, it could still screw with me a little bit. This is also technically a fair value gap, right? It's a small one, but we did fill it, rebalance it up. It's gonna close above, way too strong, it's over. There's no way I don't get break even. Yep, right there. Okay. It is what it is. I didn't even journal again, bro. Oh shit. I keep on forgetting to journal like higher time frame. I'll have to mark it out later and everything, but the first one, 0. It's fine, it's not the leading asset. I'm just gonna wait until after 10 o'clock now. Though weird about this SMT, I don't like how like this is the only pair that hit it. If the ES hit it too and then we reverse, that'd be alright, probably, but the fact that we all did it, it's not looking good. I know it's going to be a PSP. I'm still pretty bearish, like I said. But again, if we also just wick this new week opening gap, then it might flip bullish. And, well, I mean, let's see I don't know which one would be the best to trade, actually. Probably still NQ. This would be the first CST. I'd probably have to wait for a second one if I did end up flipping bias. Right, you can see I'm pretty flexible with it, especially just because of today's daily profile and everything. But we have this volatile reaction away from this SMT, so it might be something. Then R2 I'd close an opposing candle on the 15-minute, most likely, after the same SMT, so Definitely might be bullish, which, I mean, if it is, I can take a trade and I can probably get even a higher risk reward than it too. So we'll see what happens though. But hopefully it doesn't just like edge me and then go like right after this. The stock would have been here. Let's see if it takes it out. But I'm just gonna watch on the 15-minute. Wait for this closure. That would be. Oh shit! Actually, I just realized. So maybe I'll just do it on the big screen so it's easier to see. All right, so we have this SMT with pretty much everything. Right. The low so far has been made from the 945 candle on all of them, but if this closes a bullish candle, but NQ is bearish, I feel like that would low-key be a strength switch for higher, not for SMT break. Because it's not like this closing bearish is like creating a swing anywhere. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of just, it's such a close proximity SMT, that's the only thing. So on here, I definitely have to wait for like more confirmation. Probably like a second CSD, like I was saying, but it looks like it's about to fucking go now, bro. I probably got wicked out, but either way, that's kind of more drowned than I ever had the whole trade, so I wouldn't want to like hold through that. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna go. Probably no PSP. I still need the fair value gap play though. That's the only thing. So there's no for me to short this right now. But might not even use a gap because the lower time frame already had a pretty nice rebalance of all this lower time frame price action. We even came into this first fair value gap in the 3-minute. Probably not the, even the 1-minute. Yeah, this is the first one, so I might not get that at all. Like the CSD is, if it hit it here, I can't trust that honestly. Like I feel like this is probably pretty protected, but this is still like really low in the range. But we'll see. I guess we haven't closed through this week opening gap yet. It's the only concern. Hopefully we can close a little bit like up here. Then I'd definitely be more confident in this getting taken out. And it'd probably be on YM before any of these, since these are obviously bearish candles, which might be a strength switch to, I don't know, trade to whatever low I had marked out. Maybe yesterday's 930 low, which on NQ is probably got taken out a while ago, actually. That's kind of a decoupled looking market structure. This is kind of the nearest low inside the wick opening gap. So yeah, we're just waiting now. Obviously, I got wicked out, so. Yeah, I want to see it close higher so we can see one of them use a fair value gap. I mean, I would say YM's closer just because it's bullish, but at the same time, this wick is bigger than these bodies, so these could technically do it first. But that's kind of concerning though, because it's still like holding the SMT. I want like one of them to break it at least. Yeah, it's like, what if I just took some like bullshit in here? Just take a fair value gap. Right, and that ES trade cost me $9.50. I don't know if that was from commissions or from the actual, like I ended up losing and like closing in a bad spot. But yeah, we're just waiting right now. It's unfortunate. I mean, the ES trade wasn't really like a normal trade for me anyway, so it is what it is. If I took NQ, it actually never would have came back to break even, which fucking doesn't make sense, but there's not really risk reward unless I just make my stop loss small, but yeah, it is what it is. I got manipulated out. So we did break this SMT on all assets though. So now I want to see what we do next. So I'm still pretty bearish, so I'm just waiting for some kind of continuation. We do get a PSP. IBE, it's a really big range. I feel like it's not going to hit it, honestly. Which does make me want to consider this CSD. But you see CSDs like this get souped all the time. It's a new 4-hour open, so we could definitely open up, even like within I don't know if I have quadrants actually. I guess I can use that one. right? Like 25%. Okay, so it's obviously this is not this is below 50%, but this is around like 25%. So we could like open up in here and take it out. But if we see a Z, I might take it because it is still pretty close to previous day low, honestly. Right, it's also a actual strong closure below the new week opening gap, where here is kind of just really weak small bodies. So I might draw this out. I'm probably not going to use the whole wick for the stop loss. Yeah, probably just do it just enough to manipulate the risk reward. Yeah, this is fine. And then the whole range of the order block, it's still above like 75%. It's like 75% of the order block that we're covered. And probably not even break even here. I'll just probably hold all the way to previous day low. If I, assuming I can get in, I might get left again. The only thing is I'm not really sure if it's still counts as the leading asset, just because it closed the PSP and these are like way lower in the range. But here's like no man's land. There's nowhere to trade. There's not even a retest entry anywhere because there's only one opposing candle with the 951. And here we have like two. But RTY is also something because, okay, RTY hasn't broken that low yet. I'm being more comfortable with that actually because we also closed a 15-minute PSP and we actually rebalanced this entire range. So I'm gonna take RTY before YM and just take the closest target right here. But we gotta check the risk reward on it. It's not looking very good. There's not a lot of range to work with. Oof. So I can use a body, but it's just like I either have to extend the TP or limit like even higher. So I'm not liking this at all. I don't know, I might have to take line then. Might be the play. So there's still a chance we could take this out, but unlikely, but it's possible. We have this PSP on all of them, really. I kind of got to figure it out fast. The only thing is, I think my stop on RTY is protected more, though this body is not really. All right, so we're not even going to close potentially on either, which is a little bit worrying. Use the 5-minute, though, and wait 2 extra minutes. But, okay, YM's about to. I think I'm just going to take YM. Has the best risk reward. And it should still be the leading asset. Oh, shit, what the hell? I didn't fill me all the way. Come on, man. I know it's like trying to be realistic, but it's like, it's paper, bro. It's demo. It should fill me all the way. So I might only get like $200 off of this if it goes all the way. All right, there we go. Then RTY, did it even close? Yeah, no, RTY did not close. It's in this gap right now. Right, like I said, YM is still, I think, closest to the previous day low out of all the assets. Yeah, NQ has to go this far. Maybe not actually. NQ looks a little bit closer. I still think my stop is pretty good on YM, so we'll just have to see what happens at this point. So the fact that we didn't come in here is like makes the trade not A plus really. We didn't really make a protected swing, but we did rebalance the range on RTY all the way. NQ and ES didn't really. But this might be if this is a strength switch PSP, that's pretty bad for me. But even if NQ reaches this, I'm probably still gonna hold YM just because I think it's gonna reach it too. I might just go break even if it's like. Oh, is this it? No fucking way. No, that strength switch is crazy. But I still think we're going to reach it. I'm just going to go have an early break even, I guess. This doesn't really matter at this point. But is that all? Bye. Yeah. Then we just have the trade. So NQ's probably going to hit this. It's pretty wild, honestly. But YM is also looking pretty good, so... fuck, it'd be a really early break even, honestly. But it's just, I gotta keep my account safe at this point. Because it still could, like, come up and use, like, where's YM at? Might be, like, a 30-minute gap it uses. If it, like, decides, like, when NQ hits it, makes SMT, then it, like, kind of closes up in here or around here. And then we use the gap to continue. So, yeah, when NQ hits it, I'm just gonna go break even. when NQ hits it, it's going to be closing probably around here. Unless it's not. If it isn't, I'm definitely going to go break even because that means it's probably going to make it for value gap. And then at that point, this definitely could get stopped out. Or this. Hopefully we can get there. Yeah, so NQ's probably about to hit. It's looking pretty strong. Gonna get ready to move break even. Yeah, I mean, when NQ gets there, YM will be like probably right here, so it's like probably only like 1.5 hour, if that, but that's still pretty close proximity. So the SMT should not hold. Though it obviously could cause a retracement, which would knock me out. Again, that I have to look for something else, either a long or a strength switch to short it. But I kind of doubt we're going to get a strength switch because that means NQ have to take out like this high, which is like really far away. Though it's kind of far away on all of them though, so that's the only thing. Yeah, R2Y did break this. Let's just see what the entry would look like. All right, so I don't know if we can close over, but we'll say we did on minis, I guess. Then right now we're only like not even 1 hour, so 2 hour would be here. See, R2Y is pretty risky. It's like the strongest asset right now. And then I don't even know where YM ran. Yeah, YM ran, okay, not that much farther, only 1.1. So yeah, we're just gonna wait for NQ. Small bit of stalling, but try to hit there probably. Holy. It's probably almost to break even right now. But that's good if it does like make 1 or 2 opposing candles, then we close back through it when NQ goes to previous low. Then I could honestly probably trail my stop loss to that new invalidation. Yeah, it's just kind of fucking. Force is gonna like jerk an edge when it's like, what is it? Like 12 points away. Like if it made a 30-minute gap here without hitting anything, that'd be crazy. I'd probably get stopped out all the way. But also, I think. Oh yeah, so hold on. What? How's that strength switch? 8 o'clock. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know. I must probably edit this part out. Just edit this part out. The Discord was talking about this is a strength switch because NQ took some low and then or maybe didn't take the low, then SMT filled some gap. I don't really know what the fuck they mean, but we're just gonna sit here on NQ. My position doesn't really matter right now. Once this hits, then that's when moment of truth for YM. I'm about to close this 15-minute candle. Definitely wouldn't expect a retracement into the high for like a gap. Though obviously, like I said, YM is still a lot smaller of a candle, so if anything, it would be YM. I think it's the weakest now. This PSP, I wasn't really sure how to interpret it before, but now it's kind of, and also obviously since NQ is way closer, it kind of showed me that YM is not really a good asset to take at the moment. Which is probably why R2Y is also the strongest, because of the triad, YM is the strongest. Or the most bullish. And then NQ is the weakest, so yeah. I don't even want a 30-minute gap. I don't want like any kind of universal sequence. I just want it to rip now. But obviously I wanted ES to just hit TP in like the next 3-minute candle. And then it came back on me, so. Alright, now we're about to have 2 opposing candles. Hopefully, I'm just gonna take this off because right now it's way too far away. Hopefully we can close through this to make a new invalidation. Hopefully within like this next candle, like a new 15-minute open. My stop still feels pretty safe, especially because we have displaced away from it. But there's no place to move it right now just because there's no invalidation that's been formed. So if we close through here, I can probably trail it to here or just go break even normally. That's what trading is like. Indices is like, just kind of gets close to draws and then jerks. Like this is like the ultimate draw, so it might make a bigger retracement, so maybe some people can get in, or it might just drop now. Hoping it just drops now, and YM with it, but I don't know. I mean, ES pre-sale doesn't really matter, but I'm just curious. Yeah, it's pretty far away. And he was just so close compared to everything. I think even YM's closer than ES maybe. This lower, yeah, maybe a lower here is pretty small distance. That's pretty similar actually. ES and YM are in the same boat really. If we get another, well, I guess if this is a loss, then I technically have to get off. So fuck. I really don't want this to lose. If it was a break even, I can keep on trading, but if it's a loss, then I can't do anything about that. It's gonna come back, but there's no guarantee it's gonna actually stop me out. Because even if we do make a 30-minute, okay, my stop loss is like in the middle of the gap. So if it like makes a deep retracement, then yeah, I am cooked. But on the 15-minute, I am like above the CE of this wick. So we're just praying right now. I really want to make a high soon. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just not being able to catch anything. That 1 minute, even looking back, I don't think I'd take it. Like, that's just usually on the 1 minute, I want like a big candle for confirmation. And that was just like not it at all. So. Technically, we have SMT fill in the lower time frame. I don't use those, but just to gauge strength maybe could help me out. Again, not high hopes though. I mean, like I'd be pretty surprised if I lost this trade. That's the thing. That's like what makes it a good trade. Like I think I'm well positioned in this range. It's just a matter of when it hits, hopefully, and not if I will get stopped out. But what really convinced me is mostly, I guess, R2Y maybe, rebalancing like all the way up here. So since it's correlated to YM, I assume that this is also like the YM's high. Then we close through this set of opposing candles. I think there was a SMT fill too with NQ. Shit. What candle was it? 54. That came into the 933 high. Yeah, this was like fucking hell, like all the way up here pretty much. So it's just, bro, 12 points of pre-sale low, and we're just jerking. I mean, hopefully it just comes back to his NWOG actually on all of them. Oh yeah, my stop is also above the new week opening gap though. Obviously it can wick above it by a pretty significant amount, but that does make me feel a little bit better. Don't want too many like dotted lines in the chart. I try to keep my charts pretty clean. Like, I don't know, this might be too much for some people, but if you look at like ICT or most ICT trades have like a bunch of lines on it, and like they have everything labeled too. Like this, they'd be like a horizontal array saying new week opening gap high, and they have the midpoint and the low, and like 3 lines just for one NWOG. I just do like a couple lines and some boxes. But it's just not looking good. I wanted to see a reversal like a while ago, really. But it opened this new 15-minute candle. Hope it's like I kind of doubt it because we expanded so much already. I hope it's like an open high and then low. Otherwise, yeah, we do have this gap on NQ at least. Maybe we can get a strength switch on YM to end up weaker again, like it originally was. But yeah, it's not really something you can anticipate. Like this PSP, yeah, you can say NQ is going to be weaker, but how are you going to get in? I mean, even what can I take ES instead? Was that the? Not even ES is like a shit restore word. It's like you put a limit on here, but I don't even know where the preset low is. So it was like YM, we ran like 1.2R. Nothing. Yeah, it's like the same thing as YM, really. Might have been the play, though. Probably less likely to get trailed out or stopped out, but it is what it is. Okay, it's a really deep retrace. Well, not really deep, but it's pretty deep, all things considered. We're in the, obviously we're not like in any swing formation, obviously we're not in any swing formation right now. Right, this is like candle 2, 3, 4. This is candle 5, which doesn't really exist, and we're already in the midpoint of this candle, so we might come up to the high, but yeah, obviously I'm gonna draw down right now. It's kind of cooked. So hopefully this new week opening gap offers resistance, but since I am in the most bullish asset, and this one hasn't even reached it, I might get cooked. which I can't say I really regret the trade. I think it's still a good trade. It's just like the result is not what I wanted at all, obviously. And so when it reached the high, I don't really want to come, I don't want it to wick that far above it. All right, now we wicked it. Hopefully, let me just look at. See, we're already above this 15-minute candle, but obviously it doesn't care about the SMT. Probably wait till, yes, he's going to make a rally gap, which makes me want to take another trade on. Oh, oh shit, I didn't even get the full look. But yeah, this is obviously stop out. I think I'm going to keep on trading because this is technically, well, not really. It's like taking basically the same idea. Like what I was saying yesterday, you give like one idea, two shots. So that time I just took the wrong asset, kind of, and then we're gonna have. It's not gonna be like the last one will be a strength switch, right? Because YM is still a lot stronger than NQ, but I might have a setup for him because also the next 10:30 is a new 90-minute open, so that's usually a good thing. And obviously we left equal lows here, so it's pretty high probability. But yeah, this time I'll be focused on NQ, and I can actually get a good fill somewhere though. This set of opposing candles is really whack. I'm probably gonna have to use like 1 minute, which even still it's like all the way down here. So we'll see what happens. We got 8 minutes until the 10 o'clock candle closes on the 30-minute to make a 30-minute gap. I want to see if I got right here. I wonder if I got manipulated. Like, I wonder if this high is not even gonna get touched. It kind of has to at this point, bro. Otherwise, I'm gonna be mad. But I technically got 2R to the low, but just with like extra risk. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that's probably gonna hit though, because I want to see basically form a PSP here with this being bullish, this being bearish, and then YM takes out this high. That's a 2-stage PSP. Yeah, at this point we're just waiting. And am I coping though? I said I get off after one loss. Is this coping? Or is it still valid since like the trade idea and move is not over? Let me know. Jesus. Damn, so fucking ES break even me, and then what? And then YM did this. I feel like ES Loki might have been a bad idea though. Like, well, not idea, but I don't think I should have been break even. Because let's see, this was, it only ran 1.7, which technically I need 1.8, so really I should have waited for like this or maybe down here. So I might have fucked up there. But if I was waiting for NQ to hit previously low to take TP, then I'm probably gonna get break even. So yeah, it's just, and also I don't think I knew that NQ was the weeks at that point because there wasn't a PSP yet. It wasn't until 10 o'clock that it was a bearish PSP. But yeah, I'm just kind of cooked, man. And then this leader account has actually like $793 to draw down, so it's like technically I have 4 trades of breathing room, not 3 like I thought. But yeah, we're just focused on NQ now. Pretty deep retracement. Let's see, I might even close a bullish candle. Because honestly, if SMT fail though, then that's fine. But hopefully we can stay like around this range inside the new week opening gap. And this candle already wicked above it, so like hopefully YM can take this high. And then NQ doesn't, and like stays below this new week opening gap using it as a resistance. Yeah, we're just waiting for the closure right now. All right, so the scan is closed. We do have a PSP. If this high gets swapped out in NQ, then it doesn't even matter. It's not a relevant PSP. It has to leave a failure swing. So at least one of them has to. So maybe if NQ didn't leave one, maybe ES does, and that's still valid to take. But yeah, that's all I'm waiting for right now. So I need this to get hit, 2-stage PSP, and then we can load shorts. If they all come into this gap, I need a SMT in the gap. So I just need a 15-minute PSP. If that isn't for, I'm wait for a 30-minute. Otherwise, you can use a 15-minute for candlesticks, but it needs to be a 2-stage, like a strength switch, basically. Bro, I can't tell. Let me look at the micros. Equalize. Just want to check. Sometimes the continuous contract is not showing everything. Like it's like different feeds. Okay, so it's the failure swing here. So yeah, we need this to hit. Otherwise, I'm not taking anything. It's probably just, when it does this, it's usually a fake out anyways, and then it ends up coming up. So if we get like a CSD, which I mean, hard. Yeah, you can't really get one anyways. Like maybe this 1 minute, if it does this, it's probably gonna end up coming back up and stopping you out. But we're trying to stay away from the lower time frame just so I don't get tempted with anything. Just waiting for this to hit. All right, so YM just took out the high. I need NQ to leave a failure swing. It's probably not good. Okay, yeah, it's cooked. Okay, so they all came in the gap. At this point, you have to wait for a 15-minute PSP. So nothing else to do besides wait. There's no way I'm trading away from this failure swing. If anything, if it ended up being like a long setup present, I would just get off the charts because I should be done for the day. So this PSP doesn't matter. We said this gap. There's no SMT in any of them. RTY probably gonna make SMT here, but hopefully that triggers something on YM. But yeah, now we're just waiting. We might end up missing the whole move because if you don't get up in here, you might just have to might not get anything. So I'm just gonna wait. That's pretty much it. Yeah, what about my ESR? Would I have ended up getting a break even? 18. She's probably damn near my, but yeah. Yeah, it might start going down now, but I still have to wait 10 minutes for the closure, so there's nothing. And then if it's not a PSP, I think I just can't take it. Like if they all close a bearish candle, then I'm just stuck. It might run without me. So yeah, I'm just waiting right now. Yeah, so the trade, I mean, it's a break even. I can't be mad at it. YM, I guess I didn't really heed the PSP enough and the strength of NQ. So maybe it could have been avoided and I could have, but you wouldn't really anticipate NQ to edge that low like that. So it's kind of like the only trade I could take that had a good risk reward. So it is what it is. Now we have one shot left. And maybe we get a PSP, but this is not like super bullish. So it might be like a really small one if we do get it. And then R2I also has these highs. So I kind of want to see at least YM make a new high, while R2I makes a new high to take out this. They have SMT up here, which is a 90 minute. Yeah, it'd be a 90 minute with a 2-stage 90 minute actually, with YM and R2I. I'd still take NQ again, but YM, I mean, I don't mind YM. I think it's gonna make it here, so if we get this, I could take YM, to be honest, but I'm not gonna try it, it's just not the asset to take. So we're just waiting now. Maybe we CSD here, and then at the end of the candle, we make a new opposing candle, then CSD again. I take the second one, or we just don't close the PSP at all. But don't want to get tempted, so I'm not looking at this too hard. Lower time frame is just noise until the higher time frame signals you that it's ready. Then I don't think I said it in the beginning of the video, but I am thinking about a potentially new like trading either style for like either permanent or just for my account right now, where it's basically I don't trade the leading asset, I just wait for it to hit the draw, and then we either wait for a strength switch to take the lagging asset, or wait for a 2-stage SMT to trade the retracement or reversal away from it. So let's say NQ takes its previous day low, and then it's SMT with YM. If there's some kind of strength switch or a 2-stage SMT to trade YM up, I could just take that. Right, because trading the leading asset is almost like trying to get it early, but not really, but in a way. So that's something that I'm thinking of a little bit. Might hindsight test it. I might hindsight test it a little bit later today. I have a couple things I want to test out and like try to refine and make like concrete rules in my trading plan. Like the I don't think I said it yesterday in the video, but I think I used to have a rule that I can't trade 2 trades within the 9:30 range. So from 9:30 to 10, I can just take one shot, and if it loses, I have to wait until after 10. Which I don't know if that's like a suggestion or a concrete rule, because I feel like I remember taking trades outside of that window, like more than one, and like winning the second trade. Right? Like yesterday was not, it technically was valid. It was a strength switch, but I just basically got in too early because I was using the 1 minute. Like you already saw it, but I was gonna show it again. Right, so let's bar replay. Holy shit. Alright, so we had some kind of strength switch where YM switched stronger, and I think I just came to the charts too late. I didn't see, I think I stopped out at like 9:39 at NQ, so I couldn't get any of these lower entries. So I just took this inversion somewhere right here. I think my stop was basically right below it, and I got manipulated. Then we went to my target, where really, if I did take a second entry, which would, I don't know if it's fine or not, I could just set a limit. Instead of using the 1 minute, because I thought I missed it, I could have just waited. Even though you really wouldn't expect this random ass like another retracement after inversion and coming down like this deep, but just to follow rules sake, and since I don't really use inversions, I could have done that, but kind of fumbled. All right, this looks like it's about to close through. We have 4 minutes left, so I might have to take the first CSD. All right, just put a limit on here if we do end up closing through it, and there's a PSP in this gap. But we'll see. I feel like it's still kind of risky. It's just not ideal, really. It's only a PSP. It's only one stage. I usually like something happening with the highs and the lows. So maybe if we get a 2-stage, if YM closes up high, and then we take out the high, but the PSP is enough. Technically, you only need 1 stage. So, and if the lower time frame looks good, which the 3 minute it's kind of mid, but the 1 minute looks not even like, what is this CSD? It's slow as hell. So never mind. Yeah, this is looking decent right now. I'm just gonna mark it out just in case, just for the candle closure after it closes. Oh wait, I'm not. Oh. Oops. All right. Back in. I still can't even get 2 hours though. That's crazy. I don't know if I bring it in here, I can reverse 2 contracts and get 2 hours. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. Hopefully it doesn't just leave me like the open does, like the open did again. I mean, if it does, it's like take my L and walk away, but I'm trying to make it back, like in a good way though, like by following rules and shit. But yeah, if NQ hits this, I'm just gonna hop off. Like, it's like just not a good day. Like my performance is good, I think, but like the results are just terrible. If there's no PSP, then I can't take it anyways. So we're pretty much just watching YM to make sure it closes a bullish candle. And then hopefully we do get that 2-stage where YM takes out this high, and when it does, it triggers my limit. That would be over here. Yeah, so it would be like something like this. Whenever it comes back, hopefully it does. But yeah, NQ closing super weak is like bad because that means YM is also going to be close to closing bearish. So we're just watching this. Oh, hold on, I think there's a okay. It might not even close bearish. I think there's a 15-minute SMT fill somewhere. Someone said 9:40. Oh yeah, right here. I didn't even see this, bro. I might have fucking fumbled. I might have fumbled. I'm gonna put a limit, but I might get missed still. Hopefully not. It's looking pretty weak, but I can't even market enter. I'm not gonna market enter. I could, but I just have to. Oh shit. Okay. So we're in. So YM is probably gonna close a PSP, which means we have a 2-stage SMT with this gap up here. I think is it even a gap at NQ? It might be. It barely is, but like it's like a 5-point gap. Yeah, so we're using this 30-minute gap and then SMT fill on 9:45 high. So yeah, this is looking pretty good if it hits, which it should. No, YM did close bullish, right? Yep. So we could take out the high. This high should still stay intact, which is where my stop loss is. Yeah, so we're also finding using this new week opening gap too. So it's looking kind of prime right now. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm in the best asset, so feeling a lot more comfortable. Though the range feels kind of small for this stop loss and everything, but it's valid. A little bit of drawdown. holy, I'm cooked, I think. And let's check YM. All right, so we have 2-stage SMT right now. Technically, it's like a 3rd stage almost, but hopefully this is where NQ makes its high. Yeah, this rejection is nice. Hopefully we just flush from here. That'd be really good. Yeah, I forgot my stop isn't even on the high all the way either, so I definitely could have got stopped out. But now we're in profit a little bit. I think it's looking pretty good. If we CSD here on the 1 minute, I'll probably just move my stop right here, which I mean is basically nothing, but you know, I think I'm already over risked by like 0.1, like what is this, 1.89, so like 0.1. I mean, this should be the high, hopefully. Oh damn, I gotta go draw that out now. Okay. SMT fill, then we have this like now. So yeah, it's like I could have waited for YM to take it out, and then I could just like either market entered or wait for it to come back down for a safer, like no drawdown entry. But if I wait for YM to take it out, I could have got it up here. That'd be crazy. But yeah, now we're just waiting. I think it's a good trade still. 1 minute should hopefully close here, but I mean, either way, I think it's gonna flush. All right, let's see this closure. Bruh. I mean, I technically could move it either way. Like, it shouldn't. If it comes back up here, the trade is definitely gonna get cooked. But I just want to wait. I don't want to like overmanage it. Even like this is kind of like unnecessary, but it's like why not? Like even this just small range trade is like 100 points. Like it's just such a volatile market. I mean, I think Trump said he was gonna bomb the shit out of Iran, so we should just dump. Like, all right, a little bit of drawdown now. So it's definitely not hasn't closed yet. I want to move it at least to where like 2 contracts. I don't like lose more than I want to. I don't remember what the number is. I think it's 38.25 or something. Even lower. 36.75. Hell, at this point, might as well just wait for the 3 minute to close over. Damn. Yeah, I was going to do that. I wanted the 2 minute close over. That was even farther away. Yeah, 3 minute. My last hope. I guess that's not really mitigating anything, but our 3 minute close was down, so we're gonna put the stop at 25. Like I said, not really mitigating much, but everything counts. All right, just waiting for that flush now. If this hits, I'll be up for the day. Obviously, I lost, so it's only gonna be like 1 hour, but better than nothing on the journey back to putting my accounts at break even. Stop jerking, bro. Let's go. All right, moving a little bit. Yeah, probably still get there after 11. What's this kind of look like on the hourly? It's like nothing happened almost. It's like just like everything happened like within the candle, like this first 30 minutes big retracement, then before the next candle just down. And then RTY is edging these highs, which I mean it's fine. It's what RTY does, but I think ENY I'm just gonna go lower. This previous day low, I don't know if it's gonna hit it or if like it's gonna be super PM or actually leave SMT to make a bullish run, because I was still pretty bullish for the week with all these draws, but we'll see. Because higher time frame stuff gets edged all the time, especially like for the last, I don't know, fucking year or something, 6 months, 9 months. Especially when backtesting, you also notice it. Like it just leaves a lot of higher time frame highs and lows, which is why you're mainly like trading with daily profiles really. Hopefully we can get this flush though and not a small loss or a break even. I think I really don't even need break even. I mean, basically at this low, like 370 ticks is break even, but I swear if it edges it again, I'd be sick. But hopefully we get some volatility, because right, obviously this retracement was like massive. Like this move back lower is like not expansive at all. Like this looks like an expansion, and this is like looks like a retracement almost. Which like imagine it just came to like fucking OT then reversed. Which I mean it kind of did. Probably came to like the 618 already. There's like no movement really. Almost like a consolidation or something. Like in this range high might get swept out again, but so we had everything for shorts. So if this loses, this is a good trade. I'm happy with this all the way. I think there was some kind of strength switch people were talking about, because oh well yeah, no, I already knew that though, because YM took this low first, in the 930 candle. Then there's PSP is a strength switch. So yeah, I probably should have known, but whatever. All right, should be coming soon. Pause. Yeah, I wonder if ES and like YM are gonna hit though, because I could be like, if I was being greedy, I could hold until they hit, but they're kind of far away still. Anchor's obviously like right there. And now I got the new hourly open, and I want to just run right away in this candle, hopefully. Holy, there we go. Obviously mentally break even, but there's no way it comes back now. Need another push. Looks like it wasn't quite low enough. Ah, damn it. Next low is 80.75. What's this low? So by a tick, it did not go low enough. All right, it's kind of crazy, but oh, damn it. Well, that screenshot isn't as aesthetic, but all right, we got the win. Now I'm off for the day. This is why I have trouble taking like one trade a day, because if it like loses like the YM trade, then it's like the move's not over. I want to keep on going. I'm gonna go with copy real quick. Make sure everything's flattened. All right, so for the day, I'm up 195 on both. Now I have pretty much 1,000 to draw on, which is super manageable. Like you can come back from that easily, especially because I'm downsized and I have 5 trades of breathing room. What the hell is this? Okay. Yeah, for the group, just 2 counts. Same thing. 3 trades like you saw. So like over trading off camera when like there was edits or anything. So that's it for the day. Pretty good. Yeah, no complaints really. This is very nice. And yeah, that's how you see 2-stage SMTs and stuff in real time. And right, you can see obviously I missed this strength switch and took the wrong asset. And so people still make that mistake, even like if you're experienced, but you can still come back from it. Right, and then we have this nice setup in this fair rally gap for continuation. This edge is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Honestly, I probably could have gone break even, but I probably lost out on more money from going break even too early than from not going break even. So it's a good trade. Yeah, I'm off for the day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.